Let's continue with the Type Self-Portrait project, and I wanted to show you a couple of different techniques you can use whenever you're creating these things. And I'll show you two different techniques for the same object here, and we're going to work with my hat. So I'm going to make a new layer called hat, and I'm going to take some of these hat things, and you want to work in layers. So like, see how this one keeps kind of getting in your way, and you can just turn that eyeball off, and that one is gone. So it's temporarily gone out of your way. So here is an object I'm going to use for my hat. I'm going to hold shift, click on this word hat, and this text over here I'm going to use for my hat, and it's all lit up in green. I'm going to drag it to this layer, this little kind of purplish blue color here, and I'll just drag it up there. Then I'm going to take this object that I drew from the source, the little top part of the hat, and I'm going to drag it over here, and I'm going to select both of these. I need to make sure that this object, which it's not, make sure that it is on top of that text. Make sure it is. And I could tell because I could see the lines through that shape. Well, it's hard to tell. It's on top because I can easily select it. So now I'm going to select both of those, right click, and make a clipping mask. It got some little spaces in there that I don't like, but I'm not going to worry about that at this time. But what I do want to show you is sometimes you can keep this text on a horizontal plane, or you could rotate it with an angle. So I'm going to use this rotate tool, and I'll rotate this text a little bit more and select those. And so now I have this for my hat. I'm going to put my object over here and set this right where the hat should be. Something like that. Now we'll start turning all these things off. Turn off the source, and you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm going to move this one aside because I want to show you another technique that you can use. I'm going to take this type here, and I'm going to just copy it, and I'll set it to the side, and I'm going to draw a path from here to here. Go to my type on a path tool, paste it in there, paste it on a path, and I'm going to increase the size of that text. Something like that. See how the A, I'm going to try to get that A to be right there, and then I can shrink the T. It's not shrinking for some reason. Let me just do a drastic shrink here. Sometimes you'll run into that with Illustrator and these other programs. They're not doing exactly what you're intending for them to do. So let's see. Oh, and it's not working at all. So I'm going to see if I can just delete that letter, type out another letter T, and see there it is 72. So let's see. I'm going to make it 6 points, see what happens. That is very strange. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm not adjusting the size of it at all. Here is the size. I was being ridiculous. So sometimes I make mistakes on this stuff too. So I'm going to get it right there, approximate size, and that H, I think I'm going to increase its size, something like that. So those are pretty close. I'm going to keep it like that for now, and then I'm going to make a copy of it, put it over there for now, I'm going to create outlines, and now I can edit it using the direct select tool. So I'm going to select some of this here and see if I can stretch these letters down. I got a little wompy, but I'll zoom in, see if I can make this look a little bit better. And if it wasn't a serif font, if it was a sans serif, it wouldn't be so goofy here probably. I just wanted to use a variety of fonts. So now I can edit that, something like that. I just want to show you the technique. I don't care about the quality right now. So I got that there, and now I really wish I used a sans serif for this. It'd be less stuff to move around. I'll smooth that out the best I can, something like that. And then I wanted to show you on the H how you can move some of this, edit this stuff. Oops, didn't move that one. There we go, and you get the idea. So I can just flat out do a clipping mask with a block of text, or I can convert text to outlines and adjust it with the direct select tool, but you get the idea, hopefully. And that concludes this part of the instruction.